Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to make a 2025 skid tour video, show you guys everything about my skid, where I got everything, prices, and yeah, if y'all have any questions about anything that I don't cover, just put it down in the comments. Appreciate the support on the videos. I know we passed 3,000 subscribers recently, which is awesome, so appreciate y'all tuning in. And I've been wanting to get this video out for pretty much since maybe summertime, but just been super busy, still putting some things together, finishing touches, and now pretty much got everything. So when it comes to the truck, I have everything in my 2016 Toyota Tacoma, and this has airbags, airbag suspension installed right in there. So that helps me with all the weight that I have, just helps me keep from the truck sagging. And let me show y'all real quick. I have a little PSI gauge right here, and then I can increase it, whoops, right here. I can increase the PSI by pressing this button for the pump. And then I can decrease it with this button right here. So usually keep it around 35 to 40 PSI, and that helps elevate this truck a lot more, because without it, it would be sagging a lot more. So let's go ahead and hop into the skid. But once again, this is on a 2016 Toyota Tacoma and a 5-foot bed. So this is what I call the ultimate mini skid. This is a 5-foot bed. It's about 3.5 feet wide, 5 feet long. Basically this skid, the aluminum body, so basically, you know, the aluminum base, the shelving, I got that off of Facebook Marketplace. And there were a few things that I added on and got welded on, such as this shelf right here was not part of the original deal. This ladder rack was not on here when I first got it, but just this body and the right shelf, and also these 2 hose reels, 1 water tank, and this yellow Softwash hose all came on Facebook Marketplace, and got it for about 1,500 bucks. So a pretty good steal in my opinion. If you're looking to get a skid rather than buying it online brand new, you know, if you have the money to, go ahead and buy it brand new. But if, you know, you're trying to get everything on a budget and not spend a whole bunch of money, check out Facebook Marketplace, and you can probably find a whole lot of stuff on there. All right, so we have our garden hose reel right here, which is 200 feet of 5/8 Flexzilla, and pretty good hose. I've had this since I started the business back in 2023, and works out really nice. I just have 2 100-foot sections on here, and then this goes into a 4-way splitter. So we have 1 valve that goes to our tank, 1 that goes to our pressure washer, 1 that goes to our water-fed pole pure water system, and this one is kind of like a eye wash station. You just turn it on and it's a little 10-foot hose that comes out. Pretty nice. This just helps you, helps me be more efficient. Whenever I'm done with the pressure washing job, I can just turn the pressure washer water off and then turn the water fed pole on, and yeah, don't have to disconnect or reconnect hoses. Then we have our high pressure hose. This is just 200 feet of 3/8 high pressure hose. I get this from Northern Tool. It's the non-marking gray hose. Got the DN10 ball valve on the end of it, but this works out really well. I have 100 feet right here, and then I have a 50-foot section behind it, and then another 50-foot section. So if one hose pops, at least I am not out 200 feet. I still have some left over. I usually do 4 50-foot sections, but when I went to Northern Tool, they only had the 100-footers, so just had to get the 100-foot for now. Then whipping our way around, we have our downstream injector, whipping our way to our pressure washer and our whip line. This downstream injector goes to a 3-way ball valve right over there, and if you turn it, if I were to turn it this way to the side, I would be pulling bleach whenever the injector is on. Whenever I keep it to the right, it goes up in here into the water tank that flushes out the injector with fresh water. Next over here we have our PSI gauge. I got this off Amazon. I got a lot of stuff on Amazon, and I'll put links for everything down below. And then we have our external unloader bypass, which I also got off Amazon. And if you're familiar with the external unloader, then you know that this just helps protect your pump, and whenever you're off the trigger, the water will bypass into your tank or into the street, wherever you need it. So I have a 3/8 bypass line, but this goes into my tank, release all the pressure off the pump. And this also helps with your initial burst of pressure. So whenever you are off the trigger and you go to squeeze the trigger again, a lot of times you're going to get that kickback. But since we have this external valve, that burst of pressure is pretty much gone. You can also twist the knob and adjust your PSI. I'm usually around 1500 PSI to 2000 for a house wash. And you know, it's not about the PSI, as everyone knows, it's more about the gallons per minute. And this is a Predator 4400 PSI 4.2 gallon per minute machine that I've had since April of 24. Got it from Harbor Freight for about 900 bucks and just mounted it on this little plate from Amazon. But this is good to just maintain, you know, keep up with the oil changes and everything, and it has lasted me a good while. Next we have our Softwash setup. So we have this Cox reel I got from Amazon. It was like 300 bucks or so. And we have the Sutner gun with the J-rod on here. This is plumbed all the way down to our Everflo 5.5 gallon per minute pump, which is powered by a 12 volt marine grade battery in here. And just have a switch. If I turn that on, off, it'll start everything up. The Everflo pump then connects all the way up to our GF valve proportioner metering system. So we have our water, our soap, and our SH. And I got this from the same person who sold me the pressure washing skid. So shout out Hunter Bradley if you're watching this. Sell some great products, and I appreciate it, man. So that's the Softwash setup, works really nice. Next we have our pure water system. So we got this from windowcleanerresource.com back in January of 2024. And as you know, if you have one, it comes in a rolling cart. I just dismounted it, and we mounted it on this shelf right here. And I have the hose reel with 150 feet of hose. Then we have our RO system with the waste line right here. This goes all the way to our DI, our resin right here. And then we also have our carbon filter right here. So I had all of these little holders custom made from a welder. He made this shelf, these holders, mounted everything for me, really nice. If you don't know how a pure water system works, well, basically you hook up to the water spigot and the water goes into here, into this carbon filter. It fills this all the way up, goes into this reverse osmosis, and then goes into your DI filter, and then this goes into your hose reel, and then now you have pure water. Basically takes all the sediments out of your city water, all that hard water, turns it into soft water. So you can scrub and rinse windows streak free. You don't have to dry them, you don't have to squeegee them. So we have our bleach tank right up here. It has a 1/4 inch hose that goes into our 3-way ball valve for our downstream injector. And then we have our water tank right up here that has the same thing that goes into our 3-way ball valve. And then we have 3/4 inch of hose that goes into the tank. And guys, I don't use the tank as a buffer tank. I strictly only use it, one, for the bypass water to go into it, so I'm not pouring it on the street, and so I can use it for my Softwash proportioner system, so I can have one bleach, one water. Everything under here is kind of just extras: pump up sprayers, boots, storage. I'm really looking to get an 8 gallon per minute soon, and this is supposed to be a spot for a 100 gallon tank. So if y'all are selling your 8 gallon per minute and you have a nice 100 gallon slim tank, let me know. Next we have our ladder rack up here. We just have a nice, I believe this is a 18-foot extendable ladder, and everything here is held down by these Titan straps. They work really, really nice. Got them from Amazon. And it saves a lot of time rather than having ratchet straps. Next we have our surface cleaner, which is the Wojet from Amazon, about 225 bucks, maybe 245 now. Then we have our 30-foot water-fed pole up here. And everything's up in here really nice and sturdy, so it's really not going anywhere. Our water tank has this 1-inch drain valve right here. So we can just let this out, drain it out at the end of the job, just so we're not running around with full water. That's pretty much it for the skid. Now we can take a look on the inside. Right here we just have our window cleaning equipment, just some trad tools, bucket on a belt, bucket, squeegee. I use the Mormon handle with the Ettore brass channel and the Ettore rubber. Works really well. When it comes to my actual soft washing and my downstreaming setup, I use this setup right here, which has the X-Jet on top and the M5 at the bottom. This basically just works as a J-rod. X-Jet pulls high pressure, which means whenever your downstream injector is on and is on the bleach side, you can use the X-Jet to just pull water, and you can use the M5 to pull your chemical. So you don't have to go back and forth to the truck to take your dipstick out. So I've been using this for about 1.5 years now. Man, has it saved me a whole lot of time. I don't have to run back to the truck. I just have that M5 twist on there so I can twist it however I want to. So it works really nice. Have a 12-foot pole up in here, some water, some tape, and then also just a toolbox. Have some miscellaneous tools, extra O-rings, extra couplers, just a whole bunch of parts that I might need at a job. Water fed pull hose and brush right here. Got a little leaf blower under here you can't really see. Also have some koozies that I can give out to some clients. Let's work our way to the other side. And it's not the cleanest, guys. I just finished up working for the day a little while ago, so it's not the cleanest. But right here we just have some steel wool. You can see it. I know it's dark. Then have some buckets with some towels up in here, and just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. You never know when you're gonna need something, so I always like to just be stocked up on extra tools, extra supplies, especially O-rings. You got to make sure you got some extra O-rings with you. And then obviously at the shop I have a bunch of extra other supplies. So, and can't forget, got the basketball hoop over there. That's the most essential part of the shop. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's the whole skid. Appreciate y'all watching, and if y'all have any questions about the skid, how anything works, put it down in the comments. And again, I am in the market for an 8-gallon per minute machine and a slim 100-gallon tank. So if you live in the South Texas area, I will drive as far as Dallas, Texas, if I have to. Just let me know. Put it down in the comments or text me. I got my number on here, so just text me, give me a call, guys. Appreciate y'all watching. And again, I'm gonna put as many of these products that I use down in the description on Amazon. So if you like what you see on here, check it out on Amazon. You can pick one up for yourself. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you on the next one.